Hi, I'm Sarah Preston, a classroom educator here at North Central Iowa Ag in the Classroom.
And I'm Kay Kern, and I'm also an ag educator here at North Central Iowa Ag in the Classroom. Today we're going to go over a lesson that could be used for kindergarten through second grade students. And as a teacher, of course, you could adapt this to the level of your students in how you see fit. The standards that we'll be going over today will work in the geography and history, and also the Common Core standards in literacy and math. We want to let you know that if you have questions or you need any of the information from our lesson today, it will be on our website, North Central Iowa Ag in the Classroom, and then go to professional development, and there will be a link that you can click on and get all the information that you need.
So one of the first things that we are going to talk about today is the soybean plant. For any of you that are familiar with Ag in the Classroom, you know that when we come into the classroom, we usually talk over at least one of the corn or soybean plants. Today we're going to be focusing on soybeans. If you need a soybean plant, feel free to contact North Central Iowa Ag in the Classroom, and we will make sure to get that to you. But really just talk over the importance of soybeans here in Iowa. Iowa is the #1 soybean producer in the country. Soybeans are a very versatile plant, meaning that we can use them in many ways, including fuel, as well as use them in foods that we eat, from chocolate to vegetable oil to edamame.
The name of this lesson is called Agriculture Counts. And the background of the lesson is explaining why it's important for USDA to keep track of the amount of livestock that is in our country and also the number of crops that are being grown, so that the producers know the amount that they should be growing, what is needed, all the background that goes with that. It also then helps to teach agriculture, and also with history and geography and literacy and math. There will be a story and a PowerPoint that goes with it if you so wish to use it, and the name of it is called Arthur Young and the President.
So the story is a one-pager and really talks about George Washington receiving a letter from an Englishman named Arthur Young, and he had a lot of questions about America and agriculture, and George Washington didn't know the answers to those questions. So he sent out a bunch of letters to the farmers, and back in that day, 9 out of 10 people were farmers, and really tried to get information from them to answer those questions that he later on put into a report that started the first census of agriculture. Now today, we do censuses still with the USDA, and those are conducted every 5 years. So one activity that you can do while talking about the soybean plant is to hand out pods to each of your students, have them break them open, and really talk over description words of the pod, as well as look at the beans in the pod, and then place those into a baggie when you're done. There is another activity out there with the soybean plants, again, that will be available on the lesson plan in the Ag in the Classroom website.
The next activity is an actual census of agriculture with livestock using animal crackers. And here is the supplies that you would need. You would need a paper plate. You would need the animal crackers. I also looked online and found that you could find animal crackers that were actually farm animals. Anyway, this is the tally sheet that the students would use. You'd put them in groups of 4 to 5, and you could have them draw the picture of the animal. You could have them write the name of the animal, or you could have them set it up with the animal placed in the square. And then you would give the group a plate of a mixture of those animals, and from there they would tally. So they'd put a tally when they picked this one up. and another tally in their group when they picked up another one that was the same, and they would keep going until all the animal crackers are gone on their, or done, have been counted on their plate. And then at the end, they would write a number for the number of tally marks. From there, then you would have each group give their numbers of animals that they had for animal crackers, and you can make a big, up on the board, you can make a big chart and know how many that the students counted.
Another activity is very similar to the one that Kay just described, but it's actually using some Chex Mix or trail mix of a different sort. There's many different options that you could do with this. It depends on the variety that you're looking for, but here today we have the Chex Mix out on the activity sheet and really highlighting on some different crops that are used in these mixes. You know, this one with the Chex Mix, you have some corn, wheat, rye, rice, and the same type of format that you had with the livestock activity sheet. The classroom and the kids would go through the plate and would match up their Chex Mix based on the items that they had listed and tally those up and then have their total amount that they would then report up to the teacher. Again, with both of these activities, you can kind of do it based on your kids and the needs that they would have based on their age. If you want to write them, trace them, have them draw in their items, it's all depending on your students.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this lesson that we did for you today. The name of the lesson, once again, is called Agriculture Counts. It's for the level kindergarten through 2nd grade. It's one way to get agriculture into your social studies and math standards.
If you're looking for the lesson, you can find it at North Central Iowa agintheclassroom.org. And remember that if you have any questions, need any resources or supplies, we would love to help you out. So please feel free to contact us. Bye.
Bye.